Hello everyone. Welcome back to episode 2 of Scott Free, an Anarch-based Vampire the Masquerade show here on Pod by Night. We got Dot, we got Bub, we got Mathas, and importantly we got Drak. Welcome everyone. How you feeling after episode 1?
Pretty good so far.
I like our characters.
Candy always feels good.
Our characters have a unique chemistry amongst them all. We worked well together in some like a basic challenge.
We did a basic task together. Okay.
That's it. A basic Kindred task, and it worked out well. Nobody died. No extra Masquerade breaches. It's a start. It's a step in the right direction.
I'd say that nothing Candy's does is basic, but you know, tease their own, Mathas.
I mean, you did. And you and JR have a past, and JR seems kind of basic.
JR only seems basic because Candy is extra.
That is the most true statement.
Definitely like comparison thing going on there.
And speaking of extra, I want to thank everyone over at Patreon. If you want extra, you can support us over there. Thank you to everyone who's in the Discord. You can join that for free, or you can join it and play in our little community game that we got going on. And so many benefits to joining and helping us make this podcast amazing and getting us, the support that we need to bring on amazing people like Drak. So, yeah. And I realized last time I was just so eager to get into it. We need to know more about you, Drak. What are you up to? What can we find you doing?
Yeah, no. So I'm Drakoniques, or Drak for short. You can find me on Twitter at Drakoniques. That's DRAKONIQUES. And I kind of just do TTRPG streams all over the place. I'm a TTRPG streamer, podcaster, writer. I try and do everything and anything I can TTRPG related. Just get my little fingers into it. I'm also the co-founder and event organizer of Friends Roll Dice, which is a TTRPG Twitch channel where we kind of it's basically dedicated to introducing people to new TTRPGs and new people to TTRPGs as a whole. And I guess it's been announced, but I'm going to be in a Strixhaven campaign in November, the beginning of November. I believe it's going to be on the 12th of November. I'm very excited. I'm going to be playing a Gorgon named Bogash, which I'm very stoked for. But yeah, I just have a lot of things going on, and I'll be honest, I'm probably missing a few things. So just follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, like watching your Twitter feed is just like a billion different amazing projects, just one after the other, every single post.
Yeah, so I'll just follow me on Twitter and you figure out what I'm doing at any given moment.
Listen, the more you support us, the more, directly via views or monetary, the bigger and more cool shit we get to do here, and we really get to up our production game as well on the back end. So it's huge, and we appreciate you guys supporting us.
We're actually we've been talking about launching a secondary cast, but we can't do that until we start reaching some new goals. So if you want to see even more as made by us, maybe some Mage Productions or Lupine events, I mean, you know how to do it. You can speak with mouth or with your wallet. Well, one of those are going to speak a little louder and help us reach our goals faster. So consider supporting, guys.
Yeah.
And I think the $25 tier gets you in on the community game, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Josh has been heading that off, and there's been some stuff going down in our
drama.
Some drama in our text RPG channels for our community games. So, it's kind of fun.
2 of the factions went to war recently.
It's true.
Yes, I heard.
I
heard.
One of them made it out better than the other.
I've been taking notes as to what's going on in the community game.
Actually, if you're on Twitch, you can come back tomorrow at 6 p.m. UK time to actually watch the turn. We do it in little factions. Everyone joins a group, and they all fight over turf and stuff in Gary, Indiana, which is suspiciously close to Chicago.
Ooh, how strange.
Don't say.
Weird. I guess the only thing I will say too is now that we have subs in on Twitch, subbing on Twitch to us is another great way to directly support us. And it's still September for a few more, for a day. I don't know. It's almost done.
The 30th. The 30th is
okay,
the
so you
last
got 3 more days of September if you want to, support us that way while saving a little money on yourself. That's a really good way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And gift subs are 25% off for the next 3 days.
I will shill until the ends of the earth.
Just in case you guys didn't know, when you are in that community game, those community turns will have leverage and impact over the live play experience by the time we start that recording.
There's some stuff going on.
Yep.
I definitely haven't taken notes for this.
Yeah, me either.
Woo!
Yeah, it's also like a little Mathas universe, right? So
I try to be the Kevin Feige of this particular World of Darkness.
I don't know who that is.
He runs the MCU, baby.
Okay, so back to things that I do know what's going on. Let's set the scene, rein things in, and see what our Anarchs are up to. It is a very calm suburban road. Houses lined up neatly, and the location of the safe house slap bang in the middle as we see a beaten up truck crawl its way around the corner, being very careful and splashing through this now sheets of rain that are helping keep you concealed in the darkness. Down the road you can see what looks like an emergency vehicle parked outside of what would otherwise be an unsuspicious home.
That matches the description. Red stripes, mostly a van, ambulatory service that checks out based on what I've been told.
Seems we found our man.
So how do we want to go in and do this? I mean, I think kind of looks over to Candy. I don't know if maybe we can do some door-to-door services here. Maybe we're taking census, or we're potentially reporting on crimes in the area. I mean, Chicago.
Oh,
you know,
wait! I've got a petition. And I open up my bag, dog in it, makeup in it, and I have a very small, like, clipboard. And you can see it's for, like, animal rights. She legitimately has, like, an animal rights petition that she's been trying to get people to sign. She's clearly trying to do the good work for the critters. And she goes, like, I could straight go in and get all these people to give me their signatures.
Since we did such a good job together last time, do you mind if I come with you?
Not at all. I hope you're passionate about animals.
I can fake it.
Yeah, I'll ride shotgun.
I'll keep the car running.
Just give me a quick sec. And I want to look through the rest of the papers that Tim had stolen from this agent. And is there, even if it's not related to this, is there just any sensitive or interesting information that someone like Ikemba would find interesting?
I think probably yes. There is some kind of background notes that might be helpful to you, that mention, like, it's mostly about New York. Like, these people clearly came from there, given how much background info they have about New York. And basically it's a list of potential problems that could come up with this case. Like, there was a flash of light at a high-class establishment in New York. Blank bodies weren't seen after that. Particular targets, and there's like rumors of a bunch of troublemakers making their way down from New York to Chicago. Blank bodies as well. So you want to be careful for those out on the road. God, yeah, it's like little bits and bobs like that, but it doesn't seem like anything that's going to impact you tonight, at the very least. Valuable, expensive information.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You kind of hear him muttering under his breath. This again, one of the things you probably noticed about Ikemba now you've been with him is that he laughs and smiles a lot, but you're not entirely sure if it's a real laugh or smile. Sometimes it's a bit unnerving, especially when he doesn't think anyone's watching. But he's just kind of grinning, like just the widest grin as he looks through these pieces of paper, and like takes some pages and stuffs them into his pocket. While the others kind of just, the ones that don't have anything interesting, literally just tosses it behind him as he goes through. And then when he's done, he goes, okay, so we are getting signatures to protect what, whales?
No, silly. I don't know if you know, but we have an epidemic on our hands.
Oh.
The fashion industry and the makeup industry test things on poor, innocent, defenseless animals. I will not stand for it. This petition is for a cruelty-free, necessary clause to put into local government so that the makeup companies here in Chicago can no longer test on animals like Oscar. I mean, you don't think this is real fur, do you?
No, actually, no, I could tell it wasn't.
Good. But no, I mean, it should look like real fur, but it's definitely faux. Would you like to sign my petition?
Yeah, sure. And Ikemba would take like the pen that's clipped to it and sign it, and it's definitely it's not his signature. He's probably like one of the many signatures he's practiced and forged. And he just signs that down. There you go. That's another one on the board. Actually, do you all want to sign it so it looks like we've been going down the street?
Yeah, I've already I signed it. Signed it months ago. She's been at this for a while.
I grab the pen and I just write in like very simple lettering, Tim.
The more, the merrier. We have to show real support for our animals.
Let's get going, Candy. But when we do that, what are you two going to be doing? Sneaking around the back? What's the plan for you two?
I pat the steering wheel. I'll keep the engine warm.
And I'll keep the seat, well, cool. I run cool, you know, Kindred and all.
Just in case things get like really bad, let me and you see her pull Oscar out of the bag. And she bites her lip until it bleeds just a little bit past her pink lipstick. And she goes, "Oh, mommy's little baby." And she kind of lets him lick her face, the way, most people let pocket dogs just like lick their face. And she's going to use a first level bond familius on
Oscar. Yeah.
Oscar, in case I need to send Oscar out to let them know we've gotten in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. Oscar is, all lovey-dovey with you and laps at your face and like makes little yips.
Mommy,
super high-pitched, very cute. And yeah, it seems a little more attentive, a little more perked up after receiving a dose of vampire blood.
Okay, and I tuck him back in the purse and I close it up and put it on my wrist, and I grab the fluffy pin that matches the clipboard.
Now, if y'all don't mind me asking, what's the plan for the two of you?
Yes, I thought we were going to be running distraction and someone else would be sneaking in. Not entirely sure how we're going to get inside the house as petitioners.
How big is the house, Josh?
It is a single story, but quite big. Yeah, it's, I don't know, like footage.
How many cars look like that are parked here?
Oh, there's obviously the emergency vehicle out front, and then like a Beamer kind of.
So just two?
Just two.
If we have to, and if you do need to keep the seats warm and the engine running, I can just split off from Candy and I'll see if I can sneak in through the back while Candy's running distraction.
Tim just like whistles shortly and leans around back his seat and reaches for a few things. You can hear like metal clanging and whatnot. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna just do a little bit of," and he pulls out a crowbar and he pockets his pocket knife. I'm just gonna go see if them cars are all working in proper order.
Have fun.
It might be smart for us to take note of the license plates.
Take the license plates. Got it.
No. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I didn't even know license plates came off. I just was gonna write the number down.
Well, Tim, you already know what car they're going to be taking. If they're going to be taking anything, why don't you just loosen some of the lug nuts on the back wheels?
Oh, I'm one step ahead of you, buddy. And I'll throw the car door open. I'm letting the muffled rain become the dominant noise. And he stepped into the rain a million times in tow jobs. He doesn't give a damn. He just kind of hops out in the rain, immediately becomes soaked. His little Picard hair flattens up against him, and he takes off his hat and throws it into the car.
Candy hops out the other side, no doubt, grabs all the stuff, makes sure the paper doesn't get wet or anything like that, but she opens her jacket just enough so that her t-shirt begins to get wet.
Is there is there like, did you have an umbrella or anything like that in your in here?
I probably do, but it's like the smallest pocketbook umbrella ever.
How about Tim? Tim, do you have a?
Oh, I bet you there's one back there, old and hasn't been used in a long time.
Sure.
Actually, really hard to open all the way.
Then I'm gonna accompany Candy at this point, just to open this up. He's probably a little hesitant at first. There's a lot of like huffiness. They're not gonna buy it if a pretty little blonde girl's walking in the rain. All right, come on. Okay, let's go. Let's snap to. And like he opens this thing up. Jesus Christ, where was this thing made? Come on.
You push it a little too hard, you would probably snap one of the prongs.
Oh, hold on. We'll bring that shit back. Here you go. All right, here we go. Okay. Come on, Candy.
Okay, all right. I don't want to splash my boots.
Ikemba's going around. She's going to see if they can go around back and keep an eye on Candy and JR so they can use the distraction as an advantage.
First off, JR, give me a little wits awareness roll.
Of course. He's already like, he's worried about this, right? Like he already thinks at this point that it's this is not gonna go stellarly. I'm definitely we're gonna run with the rouse again.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Hunger up too.
You get hungrier.
Oof.
That beast of yours. This is not your aesthetic, is it? This place.
Actually, it is. As a Toreador, he really likes art and the finer things, but he grew up in the rough and tumble, so like he finds art in modern decay.
Okay.
It's when he starts getting to like
So yeah, you've
museums
actually.
and things that he's just like, oh, this is fucking repulsive. Okay, get me out of here.
Oh yeah. Like most of Chicago, inner areas, like horrible to be in for you. That
Can I
is.
reroll?
Oh, can't
no.
reroll
Oh my
hunger.
God, please.
Whoa.
You can't
Let me-
reroll hunger dice.
Oh,
You could reroll 3 and
Oh.
hope you roll 3 successes.
I gotta try. Oh,
Okay, that's 4
Yeah.
successes, which is way better.
yeah.
I think the bestial dice are still there a little bit. Like suddenly, out of nowhere, you're being followed. People can see you. There's multiple people around here that are looking out from their windows. They have eyes on you. Do not let them see your face.
Yeah, this is my flaw coming into play. I've got a flaw called false alarms. So for those of you that don't know, it's like the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Your skin crawls. You feel the weight of unseen eyes. Even when you're certain that you're alone, your danger sense is not only always on, it's in constant overdrive. In awareness checks like this, the storyteller may name up to 3 people or pieces of equipment in the scene that the character believe is watching them. Any or all of them may be utterly benign. So
Definitely a few like doorbell cameras that get your eye. There's also like a telephone pole that looks suspicious. Like there's a lump on it, like some sort of device that you've never seen on a telephone pole
that's
before.
not supposed to fucking be there. I
That's not-
know that's how that is not supposed. Can you tell me it's all right? Please tell me it's okay. Please tell me it's okay.
Everything's fine. People are looking at us because I'm getting wet in the rain, and whatever that lump on that pole is really isn't that important.
Everybody's got a fucking Amazon doorbell at this point, all right? Everybody, they can see everything. And yeah, you're pretty in the neighborhood, but like they know.
That I'm pretty?
Yeah. Yes. That's it. Whew, okay. Oh my God. I'm freaking out.
Thanks, JR. Ding dong.
Which house are you going up to?
Well, we have to keep up the ruse, right? So I'm gonna start at the one next door, right?
Okay. So
And then
you'll-
like
you'll
work my
your
way down
down.
so I look legitimate. I don't want to look like I walked straight to this one house in the Vale.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough. You keep your cover up. The person next door is home. It's just like an old doddery man who's a little confused, but likes the animals and is willing to sign your petition before you move on to the house. And at this point, JR, you are convinced that there is definitely something in there in the house. There's movement. You can tell for sure. You think you saw like 2 red pearls peering out the window from the distance, like from inside. This is the FBI safe house you're up to now, but you have your cover as petitioners.
Sure. Then just trying to maintain composure as much as I can.
Ding dong.
It takes a little while, and then from inside you hear the lump of someone's boots, and then the door swings open, and it is dark in there. There is no lighting whatsoever, and you see a rather tall bearded man, looks kind of wrinkly, and wearing a pea coat, like he should be outside, but he is from the inside suspicious immediately. And he just says, "Why are you knocking on my door?"
Technically, I rang the doorbell. Salutations, sir. My name is Charity, and I'm here today to talk to you about animal rights. Did you know that the makeup and fashion industry consistently tests their products on animals? This is an epidemic in our society today, and I am asking you to sign this piece of paper to stand with me and my friend Junior to stop this horrible act by the fashion industry.
That sounds dire. These poor little animals, they need help, yes?
They need so much help. Just think, they can't even hold the pen to sign this themselves.
That's horrible. Perhaps you should come inside.
Okay.
Leaves the door open for you and walks in. And that's when we go around back. As Ikemba,
Yeah.
you are sneaking up through, like, you've hopped multiple fences at this point.
I've kind of like, you've seen Ikemba is just in their element with this part of it, or like leaping, just, he has his hands in his pockets the entire time, and just like bouncing over fence to get to the FBI's warehouse location, hideout, wherever it is. And yeah, I think I get to the fence just before the house, and I'm just going to try and take a look like through any gap between the fences or over it if I can, to see if I can catch a glimpse of anyone or anything.
Wits plus awareness, please.
Okay.
3 successes. You're looking through the gaps in the boards that look onto the back end of this house, and it's a beautiful kind of back porch with the like a little veranda thing and huge glass doors into like a kitchen area, and you can see no lights on, but in this back room that you can see is a glow of TV screens and monitors, bathing a man lying on the floor. He's not moving.
Okay.
And there's another thing you do catch, because you are 3. You can see, just kind of leaning up against a pole, like down the line from where you are, clearly not making too much of a effort to hide. It's a man that you recognize as your stalker.
Oh. Okay.
He's just sat back and is noting things down.
In the midst of the pouring rain, there's a little chuckle from Ikemba as he catches sight of his biggest fan, is what he loves to refer to them as.
Mr. Silver.
Mr. Silver.
P.I.
I'm pretty sure that's not his real name. He just went with it because it sounds cool. But there's a moment where Ikemba almost immediately loses interest in the current mission and is like, I want to mess with Agent Silver, just play around with him a bit. But then remembers that if he completes this task, he'll get a favor, which he has a very juicy one in mind to further his goals. So I think he's just going to ignore Mr. Silver, and as subtly and softly as he can, climb into the backyard of this house.
Yeah. Would you like to do a dexterity and stealth roll for me?
Yes.
Like, OMG, it's me, Candy, and I'm like here to tell you, you can go to dieharddice.com and get some of those math rocks that everyone's like so hype about. If you use the code DRACPACK, they'll give you like a discount or whatever. And like Pod by Night gets some of that cash, because not everyone has Daddy's Visa Black.
1.
You make it to the door. You're pretty sure that you are concealed in the nighttime. You open the door.
Oh my god, do you have a dog?
That appears to be the back door. Would you come with me?
But like you didn't sign my petition.
We can just wait here.
He just makes a big X mark on the bottom of the line. There's your petition, come with me. And like out of his sleeve slides a big kind of pole that clearly used to have a sign on it, and there's like some concrete crusted around one end.
Oh, man.
Are we in trouble?
No, but whoever came in the back door is.
Oh my god, are you being robbed? We should call the police. And I pull my cell phone out.
Oh god, you don't know how to do this, do you? He goes into the back area and points the big pole at Ikemba.
Oh.
What are you doing here?
It was pouring rain. I just needed to catch some shelter. Do you mind?
Yes, I'm afraid I do. Because you've seen that man, so either you need to die or explain yourself.
I'll go with the explain myself part. The whole dying thing. Can't really stick to it. Like I said, it was pouring rain. Needed to find somewhere to stay dry. And the door was just open. So I just invited myself in. This guy seemed kind of comfortable. So I was going to just hole up here.
You're going to have to work on your lies.
Can I just punch this guy? If he's just like right there and he's facing
Punch
Ikemba.
this guy in the back of the head.
I want to drill him like right in the back of the head.
Go for it. That is a strength plus brawl.
2 successes.
You swing for the back of this guy's head and like he stumbles forward and you miss him by a hair's breadth. And he turns around and like points the thing at you. It's like, okay.
What? You said you were gonna fucking kill that guy. You said you were gonna fucking kill that guy. You can't kill a guy.
Everyone needs to come clean.
Oh my god.
Why? Why are you gonna kill a guy?
Because I'm here. I am trying to track down some fucking guy, and it is very sensitive business. So either we can have a big to-do, or perhaps you can explain why you are at an FBI safe house.
This is an FBI
what?
safe house?
Oh, okay. Okay, let me clear things up. I'm gonna walk up, like, just very casually, even with this, like, bar with cement crusted on the edge of it. Just very casually walk up to this guy. I honestly just wasn't sure if you were one of the agents here, so I was just trying to, I'll be honest, yeah, you're right, I'm very bad at lying. But Agent Pasternak sent us here. We finished talking to some of the people at the diner, and we just needs to get to the warehouse. We have the documents. They gave us the location to meet you here. And I'll pull out the document and hand it over to them so they can see.
Okay. Snatches the paper out of your hand. It's like, now we're getting somewhere. Pasternak sent you here. So you are Agent Nizola, Burton, and where's Pasternak?
They stayed at the diner. They'll keep and watch.
Great, okay. Then here comes to the part where I beat information out of you. Okay?
I mean, like, could we just tell you?
Yes, you can tell me. It saves pain. Where is Scott Freeman?
Like, I don't know.
Can we sense anything off this guy? Like, is this... something doesn't feel right here. Like, can I insight wits this guy or something? I want to...
Yeah, do it. Do a wits
I'm not
insight.
sure if he's actually lying or not. 3 successes.
He's not lying. In fact, as he's like getting excited about beating the crap out of you, you can see fangs like flash. This is excellent news.
Okay. Like, I think there's been like a big misunderstanding. When this used to happen with me and my girlfriends, we sit down around the table and we talk it out. Or we would sabotage each other's makeup. But I suspect you don't wear it.
No, but I can mess your makeup if you like.
Please don't. Most people don't really like me when I get upset. So, let's have a seat and try to like work this out in a really calm, polite, and peaceful way.
Excellent. You will sit that side of the table, and I will sit this side between you and the door. Sound good?
But like I wanted to sit next to you.
You can sit there. That's next to me.
Okay. And I like pull my hair back, show off this wet t-shirt just a little bit, and I have a plop down.
I don't sit down. Oh, thanks. Chair's listening, man.
I sit down, like, if there's a desk, I put my feet on top of the desk.
Now, you seem like a very smart and capable, like, man. And I kind of, like, touch his shoulder. So, like, maybe you could help us out and we could, like, help you out.
Yeah, okay. You helped me out by telling me where you've taken Scott, and I help you out by leaving you intact.
Quick question. Why do you want to know where Scott is?
So he's like a bigwig or something. I would very much like to fleece him for everything he's worth.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Like, you know, if you're in it for money, I can get you money.
My social circles, we do not trade in money.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, it's clear. It's clear you're Cam. We get it. Okay.
Cam? Not yet, but
working your way in?
Something like that, yes. So if you know what the Camarilla is, pray tell, who are you?
Oh, well, definitely not agents.
Yeah, no.
Not agents.
No, that much is clear.
I just like flash my fangs.
Oh, shit. My bad, I am sorry.
No, you're good. No, honestly, my bad as well. I thought I assumed you're an FBI agent, so I just went with a FBI lie.
Oh, fuck. Okay, oh, no, okay,
Like we were told Scott was
no,
here.
it's,
Yeah, like we thought Scott was like here, so we were totally coming inside to trick you.
no, it's been a kind of high alert couple of days, so, you know, I'm looking for Scott too, obviously.
We saw the vehicle out here. Is there somebody else here?
Well, he like shuffles his chair a bit and he points to the guy on the floor. That was lead special agent in charge, Lou Gardner. Introductions, please. He's not very chatty.
Like how long's he been dead?
Checks his watch. About 30 minutes.
Okay, that'll do. And I get down and I squat really cute and I pull something out of my bag, probably like a perfume bottle or something, and I begin scooping the coagulated blood.
Oh, there's no blood.
With like a finger. Oh, there's no blood.
There's no blood. No pulse, but no blood.
Did you like totally drain him? Because you could have left a little for us.
Not my taste.
Oh.
I don't know. I broke his neck. Much quicker.
Oh my god. Are we in a kitchen?
You are in a kitchen.
Okay, great. I just grab a knife and slit his wrist, and begin emptying it out. And I say, you know, I really want to let you know how much I really appreciate you, like, signing my petition. It's really important to me that we save the animals, as I'm, like, draining this guy into a bottle of perfume. Yeah.
I'm going to look around. Is there, like, a basement or anything like that might kind of stick out? I'm not really sure what part of the burbs we're in.
No, probably the most obvious thing here is a bank of monitors that are illuminating this wall with computers set up in kind of like a cubby hole room just beyond the kitchen.
Okay. I want to check that out. I want to see what this room is like.
It looks pretty standard. Like the only thing you see on the monitors is static, and it looks turned over. I already looked through there.
Like, do you have a name, strange person?
Very rude of me. I apologize. My name is Seva Kristovich. And who are you?
Okay, well, I'm really not Charity. I'm Candy.
Oh, really? Candy, it's very good to meet you.
You two, is that like a real accent? You can drop it now or whatever. Like, we're in on the know.
I know, I actually came from Russia.
What are you doing, like, here?
Well, that's a long story. I got on a boat. I died. And then kind of lost my mind, and then now I'm here.
Okay. Why do you want Scott?
Some powerful people have lost track of him, and I'm a simple man. I am gathering favors.
Is there like is there like a trash can or something next to the work desk that may have not been turned over yet? I'm gonna kind of like rifle through it, see if there's anything that might be of note or some scribbling, something I might be able to take away from this.
Yeah. Wits investigation. And while you're doing that roll, I quickly would like to check. Mathas, what is Tim up to? He's like loosened the lug nuts on these like cars.
Yeah, so basically like the plan is once they're inside and they're good, I pop out the truck, kind of walk by the ambulance and just like whistle and say, howdy y'all, knock knock. And I kind of like slam the back with the crowbar and see if anybody responds. Looks like you got some tire troubles, as I slam a knife into one of the tires and rip it out. If nobody responds, I just kind of go to the back door and pop it open with my crowbar.
Yeah, you make a bit of a mess
I
of
imagine
this.
nobody says anything.
There's no one in there save for some things that are suspiciously like stakes, and there's like an ambulance table with the wheels and everything.
I will scoop the stakes and remove them and put them in my truck, basically.
Absolutely.
Anything that looks like it's anti-vampire is gonna get confiscated.
Yeah. There's like some reinforced cuffs of varying sizes, as well as stakes, and like a weird looking camera.
I'll smash it.
Oh, okay.
Tim's very simple. He's not gonna be like, we could use this. No, he's gonna fucking break it. And then I'll make another intelligence drive check if you want to try and just cut the wires basically and make it not able to start.
So this one you can like do it in its entirety without making a roll, because you have all the time in the world, and you suddenly, after you finish it, you're like, that's a good job. You realize they haven't come out of that house yet in a slightly disturbingly long time. Can I
peer through can I see through the windows from here? Is there any way to see anything, or is it too much rain?
Yeah, I think the rain is not quite that heavy yet, but you do see through, and you see people sat at a table.
Okay, so they're alive. That's all that matters right now.
Ikemba looked very casual.
Yeah, if they're all at table casual, it's fine. Gives me time to go up to the shitty car that's here too, and without saying anything, because I can see into the windows, pop a tire, and then throw open the front door and rifle through his shit.
Yeah, this one is. It doesn't look like there's anything in it. It's probably stolen. Like, this is not the kind of car that the person in this neighborhood has.
Sure, that makes sense. After a little bit of looking around, I'm not gonna sit there. I'll feel satisfied, and honestly, do what I always do. Keep the truck going and be ready to go and leave on a dime. As long as I can kind of see them from my seat and see like the figures around the table, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'll keep an eye out if there's anybody in the streets.
Ooh, I mean, it's awareness.
3.
Yeah, 3. You see someone who looks like a stereotypical private investigator leaning at one end of the road, staring at the house.
Doesn't seem to be paying attention to me.
No.
Okay.
I'm paying attention to you.
But he's staring at the house that they're in. Like, he's obviously staring at the house that's targeted.
Yes.
Okay. All right. If he's not paying attention to me, I'll take this opportunity to try not to approach him directly, but like cross the street, walk past him, cross the street on the other side, and come up behind him.
Okay. What do you do when you get behind him?
I guess. Well, I want to. How close can I get to him?
That depends on.
Do you want me to deck stealth for you?
Yes, please.
All right, let's do it. What's the difficulty?
3.
This will be lucky if I make it. We'll see. Yeah, no, 2. I failed by 1.
Then you cannot get very close before he realizes.
Does he have an umbrella? Or is he just getting pouring rained on?
No, he looks like he is having a deep inner monologue as rain like drips through his hair, and like he pulls his collar up tight against his chin.
Okay. Does he look to be... I kind of keep a little bit distance back. Can I tell that he is breathing? Does it look like I can see him taking breaths?
It looks... you can see the plumes of condensation in the air.
Okay, yeah. I just want to, just to see if he's alive before I make a move. I guess I'll just kind of give myself away and simply say, now, it ain't too often I run across another walker in the pouring rain like this. I thought this was maybe my only thing.
I beg your pardon?
As he turns around, yeah, it's pouring rain out, partner. And you're out here without an umbrella or protection, staring longingly at a house. Tough breakup. Need to talk about it with good old Uncle Lester. And I, pat him on the back.
You know what? You're right. There's, you might know him, actually. There's this guy called Ikemba.
Ikemba? No, not familiar with the name, but, continue.
No, they fool me at every opportunity, and I'm getting sick of it. There's something going on.
Really?
There's something going on.
They break your heart? You ask them out and they say no, sir?
Well, no, they said I don't know the half of it. Not with words, with their actions.
When you tried to ask them out?
Something like that. Could you maybe put in a good word for me?
I mean, I could try my very best, but I'm not particularly close with this individual. When they were telling you there was more, did it seem like they were in danger? That you were in danger?
I can't tell whether the danger is around them. It's coming from them.
You see Tim kind of bite his bottom lip. That's a good rule to live by. One you failed to do so yourself. And I'll pull my knife and slam it into his throat. And as I push it, what I want to do is push it into his throat, cover his mouth, and quickly push him behind a vehicle or something and just kind of stand on him and hold his mouth shut while I have the knife in his throat and wait for him to very slowly bleed out.
That sounds like a strength melee to me.
I'll do it. I will also rouse check to add, what is it, 3?
2.
Ooh baby, ooh baby, ooh baby.
4 successes. You manage to... You stab this guy, he reacts, but he is not getting out of this easy. You don't manage to grab his mouth, but you do plunge the knife into his chest. And like he's, at this point, he's gonna start running away.
Poor pitiful fool. And he like runs his tongue along his teeth before spitting. And I use Fata Morgana. For him, what he's gonna see is as soon as he turns and runs, 2 cars come from both angles and collide in front of him, completely blocking off where he was about to go. Like an accident just happened dead in front of him.
Yeah, I guess in that case...
I can read the power if you want, by the way. I'll put it in chat. So for everybody else who needs it.
I've used it a couple of times. No, he stops, and in fact, like, because it's so sudden for him, he falls over.
If he just falls over, I mean, my move is to just straddle on top of him, sit my ass down on his chest, and continue. And this time, don't miss, and hit the throat.
We're gonna pause there and return back inside. So I would really like Ikemba to see that. JR.
3 successes, correct.
You get a few things from this like trash can, and you find like a report that says NY blank body codename Asta confirmed dead. You get like a little report on some weird things happening in New York.
Okay.
And you sift through some of this information, and you realize that there is a huge gap that whoever turned this over before you has, which is, well, I mean, you can link the dots. It was Sava.
Since this isn't like that other room, I want to pocket this information, and I kind of come out with a bag, and in front of this Russian guy, just be like, nothing, not a damn thing. The only thing that I discovered was that they really like Sour Patch Kids. That's about it.
So, as like Kumbaya has this been or whatever, we have a job to do.
Right, yes.
So are we gonna like figure out where they took Scott? Because we thought Scott was coming like here, and then we get here and you've already like killed the FBI agent, so like our information's run cold.
Oh, yes. See, you got here at just the right time. I'm kind of hoping that we can see a business opportunity here.
I can talk business now. I actually was going to pitch that as well when you mentioned that you're collecting favors, because that's the business I'm in as well. A bit of an information broker, take favors most of the time as payment. We don't need to hide whatever Scott has going on. We're just going to be asking them questions and probably killing them afterwards. So we can just team up, work with each other, get information, go our separate ways, and owe each other favors. I'm a man of my word, so you can definitely count on that. How does that sound? I mean, it seems like you're just coming around here, and I've really got some connections. I can get you connected to some very important people.
Okay. Who are these people? I take it you are not Camarilla.
No, I'm not.
I mean, we're supposed to say we are. Yes, of course. I love rules.
Okay, so if you're not Camarilla, who are you?
Candy.
With?
My daddy's Visa Black.
Look, we're self-employed, man. What do you want?
Self-employed? Okay, fine. Well,
Oh.
if you are Camarilla Chicago locals, I in fact do need some friends in the city. I might not be here longer, but there will be others coming along pretty soon who might be able to make use of your services. So yes, absolutely. You want to, how about I give you all the files that I've stolen from these people, and you owe me a favor, and we call it square.
Sounds good to me.
Maybe I even go get Scott, because he seems like I can come with you.
Well,
like, how many favors do you want to owe me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not about that. I don't really know you. You were just remotely threatening us with rebar. You're trying to get into Camarilla, which, you know, I'm sorry, but they're kind of a bag of dicks.
Oh, I know. Not much you can do about that, though.
So you're like not a Camarilla.
No, not even close.
So like, what are you?
Well, I was part of this thing you might not the Sabbats. Not friends with them anymore. Then I made friends with some people called the Drakpack.
Ew,
I got a
horrible
T-shirt
name.
and I know. But they're friends. But I've got like this mission thing, so I really need some help in Chicago. If you honestly think we can trade, then
Here's the thing, Sava, right?
Sava.
For us to like officially get paid for the job we're doing, we have to bring Scott back. So you can't have him.
But you can have the information he has. We were not given any guidelines to keep the information secret, honestly.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, you can like torture him or like get whatever information you want, but we have to bring him back like alive.
Yeah, you can have him. That's fine.
Okay, so like dealsies. You get the information, we get the Scott, and everybody goes home without doing, any favors or whatevskis.
Okay.
Okay. Tim's outside in the truck. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna have to sit in somebody's lap.
You're more than welcome to send mine.
When Ikemba says that, Candy turns and makes eye contact with JR and goes, yeah, okay, like I'll sit in your lap, Ikemba.
Did I get in between some? We should get going. Those files you mentioned, Sava?
Reaches into the peacoat and like thumps a bunch of manila folders in front of you.
Yeah, don't worry, I've got it. And I'll start reading through this.
As you return to the truck, Ikemba, your like spidey sense goes off and you check where Mr. Silver was, and you see him getting run down by Tim.
Interesting. Okay.
Tim like brandishing a knife, blood splattered on the floor.
I am not like a serial killer looking like that. Like it was just a quick stab and then an illusion, and I just walked up to him and would have ideally hit him in the throat and pushed him off into the side to a bush nearby, just off the sidewalk. So ideally, what I would hope you would see is like maybe his feet or something sticking out of a bush, twitching or kicking.
Ikemba catches you just before you take the killing blow.
Yeah, no, I think so. Again, like this whole time, Ikemba just gotten a potential business partner or like someone they could work with in the future. So he's kind of smiling. Again, the smile never seems to reach his eye, but his eyes, but he's smiling anyway. And it all just drops very suddenly when he sees this. And I'm just gonna like, with just ridiculous speed, I think I'm just gonna like fully run and punch Tim like off the PI if they can. Just like pure instinct. There's no like, no, he doesn't even say anything. He kind of like drops the like folders he'd been holding and just suddenly is like speeding across the street towards Tim.
If I see him coming for me, I mean, I would probably, I wouldn't fight back, but I might recoil or get out of the way. But if I don't see him coming, then I'm just gonna take it full blunt.
You activate the supernatural speed that you have access to, and you make it down the road in half the time. And like a freight train, you get pushed off Tim, and both of you are like rolling to the side of this man who is just like breathing heavily, like a look of pure shock and like just a huge stab wound.
It's like a knocked out of air kind of feeling as we go tumbling into the grass. And I just kind of like, if you're looking like you're coming at me for more, Tim just throws his hands up like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey.
I'm doing you a favor, my friend.
No. You were getting rid of one of my toys.
A toy that seems to have puzzled together that you might not necessarily be who you say you are. You want that kind of toy?
It's the most interesting thing happening in the city. I'm keeping him around. I could deal with him anytime I want.
He may be a personal friend of yours then, but he's in a group job right now, and he could be potentially seeing things that could get us in trouble. Now, unless you have the ability to reach your sticky little fingers into his brain and massage a new memory into him, we got to do something about it. And he, as he kind of like looks over, is bleeding out to death. Job over friend, especially one that's still breathing.
The breathing ones tend to be the most interesting, actually.
And the ones that get people like us killed. I will like kind of dust myself off and put my knife away, Like, is your problem? I respect your decision. And I'll pat you on the shoulder and start walking to the truck.
Like watch after Tim for a bit, and then look to the PI, Mr. Silver, and just very casually walk over to them. All of a sudden, the smile is back on my face as I kind of squat down beside them. Oh boy, but you didn't see this coming, did you?
What kind of friends do you keep?
Friends is a strong word. Co-workers, colleagues. You're probably going to die if I don't do anything about this.
Then do something about it. Still got to figure out what you are.
What do you think I am?
I don't know. Maybe a gang leader? Maybe just some chump? I listened to this podcast, Candlelight Cast. It says there's more going on in Chicago than meets the eye.
I didn't realize you were one of... Okay then. Yeah, I'm gonna help you out, and I just want you to remember that I'm going to save your life.
Fine. As long as I get my answers.
I pull out my pocket knife, and I kind of like point it at his face, just like very, not menacingly, but just very casually, as if this is not the first time I've wielded a knife before. And I just say, open up. Just open your mouth as wide as you can.
Yeah, he like squints a bit and against the pain opens his mouth.
And I'm going to like over his mouth, cut my palm open and feed him my blood. Just enough to get the quicken healing process going.
Yeah. Make a rouse check.
Yeah, I succeeded.
You do not get hungry. Damn, I was really lucky with this.
Yeah, we're killing it.
That's not fair. I never get good rolls.
I know. Oh, I know.
Completely unfair. Yeah, as the blood trickles from your fist into his mouth, I think you see the blood bond effect start to take hold. There's a refreshed vitality in his cheeks as the blood starts to stem a little bit. It doesn't look like he's getting up anytime soon. And as he makes eye contact with you just after you've finished and some blood trickles down his chin, you see what can only be described as a glint of fascination reflect in his eye.
And I pat his cheek and just go, I've always found just humans so interesting. Even with a knife in your chest, you were still fighting for your life, even against my friend over there. You seem to be struggling quite a bit. You'll desperately cling to life. I don't know, it's great to watch, and I want to see you keep struggling through life just a bit longer. But you might want to call an ambulance regardless. Here, and I'll just pull out my phone and hand it to him. Just place it on his chest.
You got like a crappy burner phone that you throw on him, and he like painedly grabs it and starts to slowly flip open and dial a number.
Call me when you're okay, but you probably know where to find me. You always seem to. But have fun with a second chance. Remember, you owe me.
I owe you. And you owe me answers.
We'll see.
Oh, Katie runs back in the house. You just hear heels like in the background, and she runs into the kitchen and grabs a few things. Maybe not know what, but you hear like cabinets slamming and things, and then she runs back out with her purse, dog in hand.
Everyone reconvenes at the truck. Saver is with you and pulls out, and has been like, while this like drama has been going on, he's been very casually thumbing through all the information that he stole from the agent. And it's just like, okay, everyone, get in the car. We're going to Gary Airport.
Oh, I thought we were like going on a trip, and I definitely didn't have the right clothes for that. Okay.
You want to catch him before he ends up on the plane.
Oh, Tim, by the way, this is Sava. He's like for real Russian, not fake, and he definitely killed the FBI agent inside, and he's also looking for Scott, but he's gonna let us have Scott as long as we let him have the information that Scott has in his head.
I throw the car into drive, and I just start driving.
And at that, in more, even heavier rain, we end the episode there.